Good morning, Roadrunner. Across the streets of Doyle, I am going across to Goody's Restaurant for breakfast. They open at 7. I'll be here until 8 when the post office opens down the street. I'm going to get my box and then bring it back to the room and do a little pack explosion and exchange of things. Repack my pack and be on my way today. I don't really have a place in mind where I'm going to stop. I'll make that up as I go. But looking forward to moving and getting back on the trail. Alrighty, so 10:07. Oh my God, that hurts, the late start. But I picked up my box earlier this morning, brought it back to my room, did a little pack explosion. For some reason, my pack weighs heavier now than it did when I started. I'm not sure why. So heading out, and we'll see where the day takes us. Well, I have to say, just coming out of the post office, people are, hey, good luck, wish you luck. People at Duncan were super, super friendly. So, great trail town. Obviously, the trail goes right through it. Literally, the sidewalks are part of the Appalachian Trail. So, enjoyed my stay here, but really anxious to get some miles in. So in the box I just got one, I was missing a rubber tip. Can you tell which one's the new one? And the other thing I got is new shoes, because apparently there are rocks coming up as I leave Duncan. So definitely wanted to get some new shoes with new tread to make life a little bit easier. Getting to, I believe the rocks stop at High Point, New Jersey. So we got a ways to go. So looking forward to the new pair of shoes, and away we go. So yes, this is the Appalachian Trail in Duncan. Big River Crossin. This is the Janita? I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is another confluence of rivers. This is the Susquehanna over there. And then this river flows into it to make a really big Susquehanna. And I'm going to cross it over there. You can see in the distance. That's the bridge going over the Susquehanna. So, I was going through Duncan, and I didn't get this on video or anything, but, again, Duncan, very hospitable town towards AT hikers. And older gentleman stopped and said, hey, good luck, wish you well on your trip. Are you hiking away from something or hiking towards something? I thought that was a pretty interesting question, because generally, you get all types of hikers and motivations. You probably could put them into those categories. So, he's been around them for probably years and heard some stories of, motivations and stuff. And I thought that was a good question. So thinking upon it, it's obvious for me, it's a no-brainer that I am hiking towards something. Certainly can't wait to resume my life with Janet, my girlfriend, partner. Miss her a lot, and she was great to come down and visit me in Gatlinburg, and then again in Charlottesville. I'll see her in Massachusetts, and probably then New Hampshire, Maine as well. So been very supportive and can't wait to resume a wonderful life with her. And going to see my family. So my sister Robin and her husband Billy are in Maine. My daughter is in Massachusetts, and I got 2 other daughters in California. So can't wait to see them again. Can't wait to see Janet's kids again and their spouses, girlfriends. You know, can't wait to see my dog Lexi. Seen some pictures. She's getting a little plump. That girl needs to be hiking, and I'll certainly get her out on the trail, you know, once I get back. Get some of that weight off of her. Also feel like I'm hiking home. You know, you have a choice of whether to go Nobo or Sobo, northbound or southbound, or flip-flop. And I just always, for me, it was always, I just wanted to hike home. So, you know, crossing the halfway point, you know, I feel like now I really am hiking home. Yeah, so, yeah, for all those reasons, you know, I am definitely hiking towards something. We're crossing some power lines so we can get a pretty good view. That's that little river we saw this morning. This is the big one, Susquehanna, and they come together down there where we were. And you can see, looks like there was some flooding. The river must be high, so that field down there is pretty well flooded. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of water coming through right now. So I'll never forget the trail name of this guy who's doing trail magic right now. Guess what his name is? You're right, Twizzler. So Twizzler.
I am Twizzler.
I am Twizzler. How long have you been doing this?
About 5 years.
Wow.
About
Now,
5 years.
are you a former hiker?
My wife and I do a lot of hiking. We're not through hikers. We've done Penmore Park out to Hamburg, out past Port Clinton. We've done some of Shenandoah, here and there, but we're 25 minutes from 5 different trailheads here.
Yeah.
So we hike north and south 10 times, if you want to know it.
Right.
We'll go out 3 or 5 and then hike back. So.
Wow. And
Yeah.
you've been, how many hikers have you trail magicked?
This year I'm up to 116. Last year we had 633. My wife, Hobbly Girl, she made 78 loaves of banana bread last year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And but it's fun. We really enjoy it. It's sort of just a thing we like to do.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing it. I mean,
You're more than welcome. It's our pleasure. We have a good time doing it.
every time I come to a parking lot, I just pray to God that there's a cold drink waiting.
Well, unfortunately, today I ran out of banana bread. The hikers cleaned me out this morning.
Yeah. So that's what you're known for, banana bread and Twizzlers.
Yeah, that's about it.
And what's the thing on your neck there?
This was given to me by a thru hiker last year. His name is Old Buzzard.
Yep.
And he carves these on trail. And he was having a rough day that day. The metal in his backpack was jabbing him in the middle of the back. And I took him over to REI to get a new pack. And of course, he offered me compensation. I won't take nothing here on the trail. So he said to me, he said, would you take this? And I said, I'd be honored.
Oh.
That's so I think it's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
All right. Well, again, thanks for everything you do.
We're more than pleasure. It's our way to have fun during the day. You know, I'm 78 years old, man. Trying to hike the trail, it just gets to be a little bit too much for me. But,
Yeah.
We'll do 3 or 5 or 7 or whatever and have it. But I couldn't through hike anymore.
Well, you know, the Appalachian Trail means a lot of things to a lot of different people, and what I've found is it's the people on the trail and the community and just the generosity that we get every day. It's just mind-boggling. So.
We've met a lot of nice people here. We really have. I was surprised at professions that were out here that's hiking. You'd never think that.
No.
I've had everything from emergency room docs to nurse practice. I had an OB/GYN here last year.
Okay.
I'm not delivering no babies, but
Great. And over here we have Gatherer, is that right? And Gatherer, right. I did hear you said well, first of all, how did you get your name Gatherer?
I enjoy foraging.
Oh.
Yeah, so if I see a edible mushroom or an edible plant, that's worth grabbing, I'll grab it and bring it back to camp, and I'll feed the crew.
Oh my!
So yeah, that's kind of my little shtick.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, so you're pretty good at that because you don't want to be an amateur
Of
mushroom
course.
guy.
No, of course. Yeah. Especially when feeding other people, right?
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I mean, the edible mushrooms that we have, especially in Pennsylvania, where I'm from, they're very recognizable.
Okay.
And what I've found is that the edible species that I find here are very common throughout the Northeast.
Okay.
And along the East Coast. So
Oh wow.
it's been like home. I find
Yeah.
all the same kind of mushrooms that I would find here in
Right.
Georgia, and I hope to find them north of here as well as I continue north.
Cool. You'll have to show me what an edible. Well, actually, I don't want to know because I'll make a mistake and that'll be the end of it.
I don't want that for you.
Yeah. And you said you were from Scranton?
Yeah, I'm from Scranton area. That's usually what I tell people, but right around Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania is where I'm from.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a small college town.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no affiliation with The Office?
No affiliation. I do love the show, but no affiliation, no.
Wow. Cool. And what's your, why are you out here?
That's a common question, and I usually tell people that I don't know. I forget why I came out here.
Okay.
But I find every day new reasons to continue on. So that's I don't know. I
Wow.
can't really remember why I
Yeah.
started this.
Okay.
And it's been a journey, and it's been a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
I continue on no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do you plan on getting to Katahdin?
So my birthday's July 27th.
Okay.
And I would love to summit on July 27th.
Wow.
That would be a lot of fun. But if it doesn't happen, that's fine too. First
Yeah.
week of August.
Yeah.
Even the second week of August is fine.
Yeah.
But early as I could.
Yeah.
But without pushing myself.
And what are you coming home to when it's all said and done? Are you?
My parents still live around the area where I grew up. I have a dog that I'll return to.
Okay.
But I left my job.
Yep.
I got rid of my apartment.
Yep.
I do have a car that I'll return to, but that's about it. Very few things to return to, which is fine with
Yeah.
me. I kind of like it that way.
You start a new life when
That's
you get
right.
back.
Yeah, it leaves an open door when I get back. Yeah.
And who have you been hiking with, or on and off? You've been running into people?
Yeah, so my brother and I actually started together.
Oh.
So Free Hands is
Okay.
just a couple miles up ahead.
Oh.
And so him and I started at Amicalola together, and then we found Diva, Critter, Broadway, and Moose out on
Okay.
trail.
Okay.
And so we've kind of created a little tramway out here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And you just during the day you kind of go separate ways and meet up at night.
Yeah, and even Free Hands and I were probably separated by close to 100 miles at some point.
Yeah.
We just kind of parted ways, and he created his own little group of friends, and
Yeah.
I created my little group of friends, and now we're converged. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we knew we weren't going to hike the whole trail together.
Gotcha.
It was just kind of a thing that I had asked him if he wanted to do it. I
Right.
said, I'm going to hike my own hike, you hike your own hike, and
Yeah.
we'll be on the same trail together.
Awesome.
So yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
All right. Well, it was great meeting you today.
Yeah, good meeting you.
We'll see you down the trail.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you for moving. And that is how you get a black rat snake off the trail. I think the strategy there with the snake is just wait him out. I actually just backed away to probably reduce the threat in his eyes and gave him some time. But he was not gonna move while I was standing there. I would think probably they've learned, or they're genetically inclined when they see a threat to stay still, because he sure wasn't moving, and that way they don't attract attention to him, but to himself. But who knows? Seemed to work. So we're here at Ktor View, and I was just gonna go down there because it looks like it's a nice ledge overlooking the east to the east, and I think I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I don't think I'm going. Snake number 2. Again, they just freeze like that. They don't move. They know you're there, but he won't move. We'll let him be. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. So it's like 6:15, cloudy. I think I'm gonna go try to find a stealth spot about 2 miles from here. So I just got water. I didn't see any water up ahead, so wanted to make sure I had water for tonight. We'll go find a camp spot. I think as of right now, I can get out of camp in the morning before the rain starts. But I'm not sure. Could be a washout. So I found a pretty nice campsite. It's fairly flat. Looks like I'll be here by myself. And it's a wrap for today. 19.3 miles. Late start today. So that's pretty good. We got close to 20. We'll see what tomorrow brings.